Good morning, everybody. Happy Monday. I'm glad you're here to join me today. It's kind of quiet today. It's always quiet in my house because it's just the dog and I, but it seems like outside and everywhere is kind of quiet. And I'm feeling a little quiet today, a little tired maybe. And I'm ready to curl up with my good book. I started another book. I'm ready to curl up with a good book and kind of read the day away, I guess. I wonder how you're feeling today. Could you tell me? How are you feeling today? Awesome. Well, I've got some things planned for us this week, and I'm excited to start our week together. I'm just sad that we're not all together in the same classroom. And so I just wanted to say good morning. And I know that it makes me feel better to do some of the same things that we've been doing. So I'm going to do our good morning song, okay? And you can sing it with me. I just feel like we need some of that same routine going. And I miss singing with you guys. So hopefully I'm going to look up some more songs this week and maybe play it in the background and so that we can sing some of our normal songs. Because I miss that. I miss singing our normal songs together. So let's say our good morning song today, okay? Hello, how are you? Hello, how are you? Hello, how are you? How are you today? I'm fine, hope you are too. I'm fine, hope you are too. I'm fine, hope you are too. How are you today? Reach to your neighbor and bump elbows. Reach to your neighbor and bump elbows. Reach to your neighbor and bump elbows. How are you today? Hello, how are you? Hello, how are you? Hello, how are you? How are you today? I know another song that we're going to have to sing tomorrow because I don't have it with me now. We need to sing our coconut soap song because who loves our coconut soap song? Me. I do. So I know that always makes me feel happy on dreary days. So maybe we'll sing that tomorrow. Look, I'm going to write myself a note now. Do you guys ever write yourself a note? You know Miss Lori writes notes all the time. We use them in class, don't we? If you're in my classroom. And so I'm going to write myself a note. We're going to sing the coconut song tomorrow. Coconut soap. Oh, we love the coconut soap song. And so I'll find that and we'll sing that tomorrow because I know that makes me always feel happy. So, if you ever think of something that you want to do later, you could write it down on a piece of paper and that helps you remember for later. I have my sticky note here that says coconut soap. So I'm going to remember to do that for us tomorrow. I wonder what the weather is today. So it's time to find a window or a door. Look outside. Don't go outside, but look outside and tell me, what's the weather? What's the weather? What's the weather today? Is it sunny? Is it rainy? Is it cloudy? Is it windy? Is it snowy? What's the weather today? Oh, we added one this year. We didn't find a picture for it. Foggy. Is it foggy outside today? Do you remember that? That's when the clouds seem to come down and it seems to be, we can't see very far. It seems like the clouds are real low on us. Foggy. What's the weather today? Can you tell me? Awesome. I love that everybody gets to be weather helpers today and every day right now while we're home. Isn't that great? I love it. All right. Well, I found something fun and something that I would never bring to school, but I found it in my house yesterday, 2 days ago, and I wanted to show you because I think it might put a smile on your face. It scares my dog. So he's on the couch. If you see him run away, it's because it scares him. But I found this yesterday. For those of you, probably Mitchell's going to yell right now at the TV as to what this is. Because I know he watches this movie. What is this? Who is this? Yeah, Chewbacca. Now watch. Somebody gave this to me. I'm going to put it on. And I want you to see what happens. Okay? Isn't that fun? I love my mask, my Chewbacca mask, because I love Star Wars. And so this is, I don't have a lightsaber or anything like that, but I have my Chewbacca mask. And I found it the other day, and I thought maybe you guys would like it. Do you guys like to dress up at home? Do you guys like to wear masks and costumes? I know we talk about all year long. Some of you like to dress up during a certain time of the year, Halloween. Some of you don't, and that's okay. But it's always fun to dress up and to play dress up. And I wonder if you guys have a mask at home. This is my mask. It's my Chewbacca mask. Isn't it great? I wanted to show you guys today. Say bye, Chewbacca. My dog does not like it. Usually when I put it on, he stayed put. Usually when I put it on and he hears that growl, he runs away because he's afraid of it. I'm glad he stayed today. He's sleeping. All right. So before I do our letter, let's do our letter of the day first. Let's review what we've gone over first, though. Okay. So our first one that we did as we started our videos was the letter F. And I would like for you to hear, let me hear that sound. Good. Fish. 4. What else? Can you name something else was in my bucket? Feather. Good. Football. Good. So that was F. And then our next one that we did, so we did 2 last week, and we're going to probably do 2, or if not more this week. And we have the letter G. G. Remember, I love that sound in the back. G. G. So can you name one thing that was in my bucket for G? I might have to look. Oh, my favorite. Goat. Goat. I love my little goat. Isn't he so cute? Goat and gorilla. Gum. I chewed gum the other day and I put bubbles. I love to chew gum. I just can't chew gum at school, right? I love gum. All right, so our letter for the next 2 days is going to be the letter. What letter is this? Can I hear ya? S. Good. And let's make that sound together. S. Good. Last week when we read Caps for Sale, we noticed that the big C and the little c, uppercase and lowercase, looked the same. S does the same. The uppercase S, look, Kai's looking at us. Can you say hi to Kai? Kai! Hi, Kai! Uppercase is 2 little curves. Remember, we've practiced this, and this is our writing assignment for the next couple of days. We're going to practice that letter S. And then here's our other one, S. And that sound is S. Can you hear that? S. Good, S. Let's see what's in my bucket. I almost showed you this side. So, S. Okay, let's see. We know what this is. It's a sun. Oh, we need to see the sun, Mr. Sun. Sun, Mr. Golden Sun, please come out and play. It's been rainy and dreary, right? Oh, Mr. Sun, Sun, Mr. Golden Sun. We love sun. So, sun. Can you say that with me? Sun. Good. Ooh, another animal. Seal. Seal. Good. Seal. Here's our other one. Seahorse. I love seahorses. Who remembers what I love about seahorses? Does anybody? Oh, please remember. Remember, the mommy seahorse puts the eggs in the daddy's pouch, and the daddy carries the eggs. And when the babies are ready to hatch, the Mr. Seahorse squeezes his belly, and all the babies shoot out. How cool is that? Seahorse. Excuse me. And then we have the letter uppercase S, and we have a lowercase s, right? S. Good. Now, I was thinking, I only have 3 things in my bucket, but I was thinking of something else at school that we have that begins with S. It's in our tool area right now, which is dramatic play, right? In dramatic play. And we have something in there, a tool that cuts wood. Do you guys remember what is that tool that cuts wood? Saw. Very good. Saw begins with S. Saw. Good. Oh, and something we like to eat sometimes, and it is something that we cook noodles, and we put some Sauce on it begins with S. Sauce. Spaghetti. Spaghetti and spaghetti sauce begin with that letter S. Good. So, can you guys say goodbye to Mr. Seahorse? Goodbye, Mr. Seahorse. And can you say goodbye to our Mama Seal? Goodbye, Mama Seal. And let's say goodbye to the sun. We don't want to say goodbye to the sun. We want the sun to stay. But we'll put him in our buckets. Sun. Let me hear that sound again. Good. All right. So that's going to be our writing assignment for today. And I've got my paper here. And I hope you have paper today. I'm going to try and go get our easel so that it's easier for you guys to see me and it's easier for me to write. So I'm going to try and go get that, and we'll see if I can get in to get our easel, and I'm going to start writing on the whiteboard on those because I think it would be easier for me to set it up behind me, but we'll see. So we got our paper, and we're going to make our S's, right? Okay, so I know this is hard. I know it's difficult, but I know that we can do it. So I like to think of it as a snake, right? So we're going to make and turn, right? Now, when we use our wooden pieces, we use the two small curves to make the letter S. And maybe I'll grab those at school if I get to school today too. But we're going to make we're going to use two curves, right? So I'm going to do this curve. So, okay. And you know, Miss Lori has tried to do this before unsuccessfully. But this is, and then we're going to make our other one go the other way. I did it. I did it. I made my S with two little curves, right? So we're going to make a small curve, and then we're going to make our other small curve. S, S. Or like I do, just. So I want you to take a minute, and I'm going to do S's. I want you to take and do 3 of your best S's, okay? We're going to take time to do that. I'm going to go slow and do my best work. S, S, and one more S. Good. S, S, S. I made 3 S's. And now the lowercase s looks exactly the same, right? So we're going to make 2 lowercase s's. It looks exactly the same, only smaller. And I'm going to make 3 of those beside my other 3, okay? S, 1, 2, 3. There's my 3 S's. Good. And again, we're just practicing. Look, mine sometimes look crazy, and that's okay because we're learning how to do it. And even adults still need practice on how to make our S's in all of our letters. So sometimes when we make mistakes, we just say, oh, I'll try again. But that's what I want you guys to practice today. So if you get bored and you go, oh, I don't have anything to do, please grab your piece of paper and practice your S's and your name. Wait, I forgot to do my name. Let's do our names. We need to practice that every day. Because remember, especially for those of you that are going to kindergarten, it is important for you to practice every day because when you get to kindergarten, you are going to be writing your name all day long on pieces of paper, on artwork that you do. And so we write a lot in our room, but you're really going to write a lot in your kindergarten classroom. So I want you guys to be ready for that. Parents, for those of you, if your kids are having trouble, when Miss Lori does it or Miss Tracy does it in the room, sometimes we'll do it one letter at a time. And sometimes that's easier than seeing the whole name and trying to write it because it gets overwhelming. Now, for the kids that will be going to kindergarten next year, we're working towards being able to write our name without seeing it. But please continue if they still need to look at an example, please. If you could have an example written on just somewhere for them to see, and then they'll usually write it after that. The ones that aren't going to kindergarten next year, do one letter at a time if they're not ready. 1 letter a day, even. Just practicing, just getting those muscles in the fingers and working on those fine motor skills. So that's something easy you can do, right, guys? Because we do it every day. We write in our room every day. And whenever we do artwork or anything, names. Oh, and I'm going to take public service announcement. Kids, look me in the eyes, and I'm talking to you. Do not write on walls, okay? Do not write on your bed. Do not write on your desk. Do not write on anything other than paper, okay? Writing on paper. I've had a lot of parents lately tell me that you guys have been writing on walls and you've been writing on things that you shouldn't be writing on. And we never do that in our classroom, do we? Do we write on our tables? No. Do we write on our walls? No. So I need you guys to be respectful of that at home too, okay? You're respectful in our classroom, and I expect you to be respectful at home. That's your job. Please make a good choice, okay? And if you need paper, ask an adult. Ask an adult, okay? All right, so before I read, I found this fascinating. I have collections at my house, okay? So I have collections of Legos, and we talk about that a lot. Miss Lori loves Legos. I have a collection of, all kinds of different things. Games. I love games. And when I find little pieces from, stuff that I've used in the past, or games that I've lost all the other pieces to, but I have a few pieces left. Sometimes I've stuck things in my pocket from school or things that I've bought at the store. And when I find them, I put them in a collection bucket like this. And my friend Holly, she saves these for me. This is a little tiny ice cream bucket, and she saves these for me when she has them. And I can put different collections in here. So I thought that I would show you some of my collections in my jar. I'm not going to empty it because there's a lot of things in this one. I have a smaller one too, but this is one of the ones that I got out this week. Look, I have two cars. Do you like those? In my bucket. Two cars. This one is really old, and it's been left out, and I've used it in playing in the sensory table, and so it's kind of got stuff on it, like flour and stuff that we used in the sensory table. So that's one of my cars. This one is a pretty much of a brand new one. I like this red one. Isn't that cool? I don't remember where I found it or where I got it, but it rolls. They both roll really well. So I have two cars, and I'm going to park them. 1, 2. Two cars. Ah! Random. But I have a lowercase g in my bucket, like we talked about. Look, I have my lowercase g. G. Look, lowercase g. What color is that? Red. Good. All right. Ooh, you guys will like these. And I'll show them to you closer. Look, they're little dinosaurs. Aren't they cool? And I have a ton of these that we use to count. We can use to count them in math. I haven't brought them to school in a while. But there's a red one. Or a blue one. Did you correct, Miss Lori? So there's a blue one. And here's my red one. So I have two of those. Aren't those great? I'll have to bring these back to school. I have a ton of these. Not in here, but I have a whole bag full of these little counting dinosaurs. Oh, wait. I found a green one. I forgot I had green, too. Look. Here's my little green dinosaur. Good. I'm going to line them up, and then we're going to count our dinosaurs. I have a couple more. I thought I had a yellow one in here, but I don't. So can you look and tell me how many dinosaurs I have without counting? Can you just look and tell me? Okay, let's count them together and make sure you're right. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's right, 4 things. Now, I have all of my things laid out. I think we should practice counting them, don't you? Let's count them all. We're going to start with our cars, and we're going to go this way. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I have 7 things total. I have a question. How many cars do I have? Just cars. How many cars do I have? That's right, 2 cars. Very good. All right. Oh, I have a little pirate guy. Isn't he cool? He's got a little hook. Look. I have more pirate guys because I don't know if I've ever told you guys, but Miss Lori loves pirates. Absolutely loves pirates. And so I used to have a big pirate ship that these guys used to go on, but now I don't have the ship anymore. Oh, I used to have a big dragon ship too. I love pirates. But this guy's really great. He's got a hook for a hand. Do you see him? Yeah. So we've got a little pirate, one pirate. Oh, I've got dinosaurs. Those are his pet dinosaurs. And then I have some of these guys, which I love, and I'll show you in a minute. I'm going to get a few out. Look, what animal is that? Look, we've got a giraffe. Yeah. And we've got our elephant. Woo, woo. And we've got a little monkey. All right. Good. I've got a little person. Isn't she great? And let's see what else I have in here. Anything that you guys would like? Oh, I love this. I don't know if you guys, that's a stingray. Can you see stingrays? There's a stingray animal. Good. All right, so I've got all of these things out, and let's count them, okay? So, are you ready? Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Let's go to the back. 10, 11, 12, 13. 13. Do you guys remember how to write? What is a 13? What 13 looks like? I'm going to have you guys, I'm going to write it down. And while I'm writing it down, I want you to tell me what 2 numbers, what 2 numerals do we make 13? Good. A 1 and a 3. That's right. There's 13. 1 and a 3 make a 13. And the number before 13, we're going to do the number before and the number after, okay? I probably shouldn't write in pencil because it's too hard to see. But we have a 12 is the number before. 12, 13, and what number is this? So if I start with 12, 12, 13, 14, good. 14 is a 1 and a 4. Excellent. Woo, we're practicing our numbers. We're practicing our letters. I mean, whew, you guys are learning a ton of stuff. Good job. All right, so we counted. We had 14. Now, we're going to practice sorting again, okay? This is another sorting activity. What's one way that we could sort all of the things on my little desk? Right, we can sort them by color. So, okay, so I'm going to use my pirate. Sorry, little lady. I'm going to say my pirate guy is red, okay? So I'm going to make a red pile. What else on here is red? Right. Ah, did you say my letter G? I'm going to put them back here, okay? What else is red on my desk? Oh, we got a red car. Good. Oh, we have 2 red dinosaurs. Excellent. Okay, good. So I've got my red pile, right? Do I have anything else that's silver or gray on my desk? Nope. So he's in a pile by himself. We'll put him up there. Can you see him? Okay. Let's do, what other color do you want to do? Let's do blue. Okay. Can you find, I've got a little person here, and that's right, 1 little blue dinosaur. Very good. Let's do the other dinosaur. We'll put them in piles because he's green. Can you find something else on mine that's green? Right, the monkey's green. Good. And then the rest of my animals, do I have anything else purple? Nope, we have 1 purple, 1 orange, and 1 yellow. Good. So we've sorted them by colors, right? We have a green color pile, a blue color pile, a silver color pile, a red color pile, yellow, orange, and purple. Oh, you can't see the purple. He's so little. He's a stingray. And that's how we can sort them. But I have a question for you. What's another way that we could sort these animals? There is another way. And I don't know if you guys can think of another way. So I'm going to help you. Well, actually, I shouldn't say that, Miss Lori. I know you can think of another way. But I'm going to help you, okay? Because we were learning this at school. Another way to sort these things are by, we can put all of the animals together, right? So let's sort them by category. So we have all the animals. So I've made my little animal pile back here. What other thing on my desk is an animal? Right, the monkey. And what else? Is my car an animal? No. Is my person? Okay, no. For preschool purposes, no. Right, we have our 2 dinosaurs. Or actually, we have 4 dinosaurs, don't we? So our dinosaurs can go in our pile. So here's my animal pile. Now, the other thing that we can make is a car pile. So we're going to sort them by cars, right? We have our cars, we have our animals, we have our cars. Let's sort our people. Let's make a people pile, right? And then we have one little letter pile, right? So that's another way we can sort. We put them in piles or sets of color first, and then now we've sorted them by category. So we have cars, a letter, people, and animals. Excellent. Look how many other things we can discover over the next few weeks, okay? So we're going to say goodbye to our friends today. I'm going to put the animals away first. They fit in there perfect. Then I'm going to put my people away. And then I'm going to put my letter G away. G. And then I'm going to put my 2 cars. Zoom. And then, so I don't lose it, I'm going to twist the lid on my bucket. And we'll save that for another day, okay? That was really great. You guys did a fantastic job. Excellent. All right, so I have 2 books before we end for today. We walked through this one, so I wanted to read it for you today. Who stole the hazelnuts? That's what he's looking like. He is, oh, someone stole my hazelnuts. Do you remember what the hazelnuts look like? Yeah. Squirrels love hazelnuts. Yeah. And so he thinks somebody lost them. Now this is written by Marcus Pfister. He's the author of this book, so that means he wrote the words. He is the illustrator of this book. Now, we have not read this year, and I don't know how we haven't. I'm so sorry. He is the author and illustrator of another one of my favorite books called Rainbow Fish. Do you guys know Rainbow Fish? I'll have to read. I don't know if I have Rainbow Fish here with me, but I have a Rainbow Fish, not the original Rainbow Fish. I have a Rainbow Fish that we can read this week. But he wrote about a little fish named Rainbow Fish, and he had beautiful scales. And this is his squirrel. In this book, he writes about a squirrel who thinks someone stole his hazelnuts. Okay. All was quiet and still. The beautiful butterfly was flying. The flowers were growing. Look at those beautiful flowers. All was still and quiet. Until there came a scream, a shrill, that all the trees quaked and quivered, and all the animals shook and shivered. The voice shrieked, "Ah! That is what I feared! My hazelnuts have disappeared!" He is freaking out, isn't he? Oh, dear. You know what? Miss Lori needs to put her glasses on. Excuse me for a moment. All 3 have vanished, not a trace. They were stolen from my hiding place. Oh, such a crime's beyond belief. Help, oh, help! Who is the thief? But who had caused him such distress? The squirrel simply could not guess. The squirrel thinks it's one of these guys. This is my favorite. I don't think Fox likes to be accused. What do we always say in our classroom? If you don't know, don't accuse. So he thinks one of these animals did it. The squirrel went to see the mole, who'd built a hill, not dug a hole. This hill, he thought, would be just right to keep my hazelnuts out of sight. A thief, the mole said? There may be, but I know for a fact it isn't me. The squirrel went to see the mouse. No doubt in that tiny house he'd find the nuts and find the thief, and that would be a great relief. A thief, the mouse said, you may see, but I know for a fact it isn't me. Next, the squirrel accused the rabbit of practicing a sneaky habit. You took my nuts, the squirrel protested. Give them back or you'll be arrested. Arrest me, said the bunny. I'll soon be free, as I know for a fact it isn't me. Perhaps the hamster's the guilty beast. Any food for him's a feast. His chubby hamster cheeks could hide 3 nuts and plenty more besides. Thief, said the hamster, how wrong can you be? I know for a fact it isn't me. The squirrel left full of frustration and then met the fox. Same accusation. You stole my nuts. The fox just laughed. Me? Steal nuts? Don't be so daft. Chickens? Yep, I'll steal. Lovely to chew. Stay around and I'll chew you too. Huh? Did the squirrel stick around? No, no, no. The squirrel sadly went home to his tree. Where, oh, where could his lost nuts be? His hungry tummy started rumbling. He needed nuts to stop it grumbling. But you can't eat something that's not there. He shed a tear of despair. But wait! What's that amongst the leaves? 3 nuts? 3 nuts? There was no thief. He'd gone around searching everywhere, but only he could have put them there. For all this fuss, he was to blame. He could have hung his head in shame. Instead, he cried in his loudest voice, I found my nuts! Rejoice, rejoice! The others had a different feeling. He'd accuse them of stealing. Next time, if you want to make a fuss, accuse yourself instead of us. The squirrel realized what he'd done, and he apologized to everyone. Now, it was well past time for tea, so he cracked the nutshells, 1, 2, 3. He tasted them, nothing suspicious, and then he ate them all. They were delicious. The end. So did he really steal those nuts? Did anybody steal them? No, he forgot where he hid them. But he did the right thing. What I like about Squirrel in our story is he made a mistake, and he accused all of his friends. But then he apologized, didn't he? In the end, he said he was sorry. He didn't mean to accuse them of stealing. And so sometimes we do that. Sometimes we make a mistake. Sometimes we hurt people's feelings. His friends' feelings were hurt. They wouldn't steal his hazelnuts because they knew that Squirrel loved them. He loved his hazelnuts. So they wouldn't steal them, but Squirrel thought he did. They did, and so he accused them, and he was angry. But then sometimes that happens. We get mad, or we think someone took our stuff, and it really didn't happen. And when those things happen, we need to apologize. It's okay to say you're sorry. I made a mistake. I'm very sorry that I accused you, and I shouldn't have done that. And that's what Squirrel did. So he did the right thing. That's what I like about this story. I'd never read that before I got it at the library. I have one more new one, and it's called Toad in the Road. Do you hear those words? Toad, road. Those are rhyming words. What does toad start with? Big line, little line, T. Oh, and what does road start with? Big line, little curve, little line. R, toad in the road. What's this? What do frogs like to eat? It is a fly, that's right. And this one is also Stephen Shaskin is the author, so he wrote the words, and he's the illustrator. He drew the pictures. Toad in the road. Let's read this one. This was another new one for me. Oh, I love it. We've been seeing in lots of our books lately, loopy loops. I love that loopy loop. Toad in the road. Toad in the road, toad in the road. Oh no, oh no. There's a toad in the road. What's coming down the road? Oh yikes, oh yikes. What is this? It's a bear on a bike. Bear and bike begin with the same letters. B. Everyone shout. Look out, look out. Can you shout with me? Look out, look out. Skid, screech, bam. Uh-oh. Hey, little toad, get out of the way. You could get hurt. This is no place to play. Vamoose, skedaddle without delay. What do you think your mama would say? Toad on the road, toad on the road. Oh no, there's a toad on the road. Uh-oh. Who's that coming down the road? My stars, my stars. It's a croc in a car. Croc and car begin with the same letter, C. Everyone shout, look out, look out. Skid, screech, bam. Hey, little toad, get out of my way. You could get hurt. There's no place to stay. Vamoose, skedaddle without delay. What do you think your mama would say? Toad on the road, toad on the road. Oh no, there's a toad on the road. Who's that coming down the road? Oh man, oh man, oh man. It's a vole in a van. Vole and van begin with V. A vole is a little rodent, like a little mouse or a mole. Everyone shout, look out, look out. Skid, screech, bam. Hey, little toad, get out of the way. You could get hurt. This is no place to stay. Vamoose, skedaddle without delay. What do you think your mama would say? Oh no, toad on the road, toad on the road. Oh no, there's a toad on the road. Who's that coming down the road? Good luck, good luck. It's a toad in a truck. Toad and truck begin with T. And what does she say? Hey, little love, get out of the way. You could get hurt. This is no place to play. Vamoose, skedaddle without delay. And that is what your mama would say. That's his mama, isn't it? She came down the road. The animals are like, hey, what about us? Our cars are broken. Toad on the road. That's a great book. All right, guys. It's time for me to stop for today. But I hope that you have a super fantastic, wonderful, extraordinary day because you, my friends, are extraordinary. Until tomorrow. See ya.